Right, so another wee video for you. Another one of my beautiful bird team. This one here, this young man here, clearly an owl. We're going to get him to come in to the glove if I come in front a wee bit. Right, let's introduce you to Haggis. There he is. No, look at the camera. He's like, no. There we go. Very handsome chap. Haggis here is a Tawny owl. It's going to be 3 at the end of April, so he's got a birthday is fast approaching. He's going to be 3 years old. Now Haggis was actually bred at the Scottish Owl Centre. Wonderful. If you love owls, go there. Absolutely fantastic selection of owls. They look after them incredibly well as well. And that's where he was born. I think his mum and dad are still there, in fact, if you pop along. If you see any owl there, any Tawny owl at the Scottish Owl Centre that looks like Haggis, that'll be either his mum or his dad. There you go. We've got his baby sister here as well, Tawny. She's going to be 2 at the end of May, so she's doing grand as well. Currently fast asleep, as you would expect a Tawny owl to be at this time of day. There we go. So, Tawny owl, it's actually a British species. It's European as well, so you find them all over. Good boy. Let's turn you around so we can have a look at you. Oh, you little devil. It's the most common owl in the UK. Seeing them can be much more difficult than hearing them. They make an awful lot of noise, the Tawny owls. You can hear Haggis every now and again doing that little... That's me doing that, not Haggis. You're not going to reply to me, no? In the huff? Fair enough. Let's see if we can get it. When he comes in, he usually makes a noise when he comes in. There we go. Look at that. Have you gone camera shy? No, they can't shut him up. Go on, do the noise. Fine. Never does it when you want him to, and then when you're trying to get some sleep, it's all he does. Right. So yeah, so you're more likely to hear a Tawny owl than you are to see it. Seeing them can be very difficult. They blend in very well to the trees that you normally find them sitting in. Road signs is usually a good chance of spotting them if you will ever spot one. But the noises you're listening out for, now this is going to be me doing these noises. I do a very bad impression of a Tawny owl, but this is the sort of, you're looking for that noise that you'll hear. Haggis still not calling back to me. Thanks for that. What have I done to upset you then? I couldn't shut you up this morning. And then you get the hoot of the Tawny owl as well, that sort of that sort of noise. You'll get that coming in as well. You hear that in that. You'll find a lot of those noises at the moment because we're hard into breeding season. We hear lots of twittering around the park as well. The birds are really going for it at the moment, building their nests, getting into breeding condition. I've already seen fledgling birds, fledged Tawny owls already this season out and about. So a lot of noises going on, and if you hear those noises, that's Tawny owls that you're hearing. So we've got quite a lot of them in the UK. We have an estimated number of about 50,000, but we really don't know because they're very difficult to study. Now, it is a nocturnal bird. Look at it. What's he doing? And he's absolutely, look at that, bright out. We've got the sun there, haven't we? Should we move Haggis? There we go. Get a good look at him there. Look at that. Haggis. Isn't he a handsome... Oh, he's off. Isn't he a handsome chap? So, the trouble is, we can't study them. 50,000 pounds out of 50,000 owls. That's our best estimate for the numbers that we have here. They are very elusive, they are nocturnal. What's he doing wide awake? He's wide awake because it's feeding time, and that is when owls are going to be awake. They're going to be awake when their stomachs need a wee bit of food in it. For Tawny owls, that'll be through the night. It would be very unusual to see a Tawny owl out at this time of day. It's probably currently about 11 o'clock, something like that. 8 o'clock in the morning is usually when the latest you'll see a Tawny. We're much more likely to see something like a barn owl out a little bit later on, and I don't want you yet, no, in the morning. But this is Haggis' feeding time, and so this is when he's awake. Once he's fed, he will go into what I call a food coma. He'll get very sleepy once he's fully fed, and then he'll have a nice wee snooze so that he can be up all night calling away to the wild Tawny owls that we have in the park. When it comes to what they eat, they'll take a variety of small rodents, things like mice and shrews and voles. That will make up a majority of their diet. They'll take insects, they'll take small birds. I'm not going to say any more than that in case there's children watching. Adults can probably figure out the sort of small birds I'm talking about. And they'll take, they can take bats as well. On occasion they will take bats. Frogs is often a nice wee meal for them as well. And they live roughly about 10, 12 years in the wild, but they can of course live a lot longer in a situation like this. We get a flight. Oh, this is the thing. Now, if you've seen a previous video of any of the other birds, maybe it's been a falcon or a hawk, I don't know which one's going to go up first today, you'll have seen the bird flying around regardless of what I do. Not so for the owl. That's because owls are incredibly lazy. If you want an owl to move, you have to encourage it to move. And even then, when you're trying to encourage it to move, sometimes it won't. It'll just sit there and do nothing. That's owls for you. Very energy efficient. Shall we call it energy efficiency? Lazy, basically, is what we're talking about. There we go. So there you go. That's Haggis. And again, if you once restrictions are lifted, if you can come along to the centre, come and meet Haggis face to face. He's a much more handsome chap when you see him in the flesh than